it is. You step on it.
Step on it.
Lift your foot up.
We got behind a car and we saw that it was speeding, and we were going to stop it for that violation. When we got behind it, it exited and took a different road, and it failed to stop at the stop sign. So we turned our lights on, the car pulled over to the side of the road, and we made contact with both the driver and the passenger. And as soon as we walked up to the vehicle, we could see that they were both very nervous.
When I approached, the passenger was, when I asked for his ID, I always like to let him hold it out there for a second, and he was shaking bad. He was like visibly shaking, like, uh-oh, this is not good, we're being pulled over. What are you guys doing?
Do you have a license? No. So you really shouldn't be driving then? You step out of the car for me, please? You're not necessarily going to jail, man, but we got to figure out what's going on, okay? I went up and I got the information from the driver, and my partner went up and got the information from the passenger. He stayed with the occupants of the vehicle to make sure that they're not going to destroy any evidence or pull out a weapon or hurt either one of us.
And my partner went back to the patrol vehicle and started running them to see if they were, any violent felons, if they were wanted for anything. Checked the status of the license. They both knew that they were suspended. So, we knew right there that something was up.
When's the last time you done any drugs in the car?
I've never done any drugs in the car.
Well, my dog just gave a positive alert to the odor of a narcotic in the vehicle, which means either you've had drugs in the car recently, or somebody you know's done drugs in the car.
Yeah, not my
You gonna find any drugs in the car?
No.
Okay, because you sit here and tell me you haven't never done any drugs in the car, but you got needles in your pocket right off the bat. That doesn't jive with me.
Prescribed medication.
Yeah, but no doctor prescribes injections.
We're fortunate to have a canine on our unit, and the canine arrived, within a couple minutes of the traffic stop. So while we were dealing with, running the people and checking them and all that and talking to them, our canine unit was able to show up, and he walked his dog around the vehicle.
And the canine alerted to the presence of drugs in the car. And when you get that alert, you're immediately thinking that it's going to be inside the car. After searching this car very thoroughly, we weren't able to find anything illegal in the car. So that makes you think that the drugs or whatever is illegal is going to be on the people that were in the car. So we searched both of them and initially couldn't find anything. And when we got down to the defendant's socks, he became real apprehensive and uncooperative. He did not want to take his socks off.
Inside out.
Yeah, take them off.
Yeah, you know,
pull your socks
undressed
off.
on the side of the road.
Taking your socks off is not undressing.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to look down my pants.
Can you pull this?
Overstepping my boundaries here.
Pull this foot out here then. Okay. Move your foot.
You can't take my clothes off, sir.
Stop. Good criminals aren't just going to hide stuff in their pockets and in their waistband. They're going to hide stuff where you don't necessarily want to go and feel around and have to touch. But sometimes if you know something's there, you've got to glove up and do that.
There it is. You step on it. Step on it.
Lift your foot up.
Lift your foot.
Ouch, please.
Stop.
Stop.
I'm not moving.
You pull away again.
I'm not pulling away, sir.
Listen, you pull away again, you're going to get slammed on the ground. Please don't do that. So at that point, he knew he was caught. He knew that we found the drugs on him. And after we read him his rights, he owned up to everything. And he tried to give a story about his mom that she'd been sick and she'll be real upset that he's getting arrested and her car's getting towed, which rightfully so, she probably will be upset, but that doesn't change the fact that he's out there doing drugs, carrying drugs, and going to jail.
I honestly think those guys, do that to try to tug at your heartstrings so that, you're going to kind of get lazy and go, oh, this guy doesn't have something, and maybe let him go if you find something. But, if his mom's in that bad a shape and he's out doing what he's doing, he really doesn't care for his mom. And, I feel bad for the mom. I don't feel bad for him at all.
Maybe if you had stopped and thought about it a little bit and not done drugs tonight, you'd be home with your mom instead of going to jail. The car, unfortunately, because he didn't have a license, I can't let him drive it away from here. It's going to get towed. All right, watch your leg. At the end of the traffic stop, the driver had a suspended license, so we went ahead and wrote him a summons to go to court. And the passenger is the one that went to jail for the drugs.
It's good that, you think, man, are they beating me? Did I miss something? It's good, you know, it feels good, even if it's just a little amount that, you know, they didn't beat you and that you got their drugs and you're putting them in jail. So it's a good feeling.